Hello everyone, how are you all? Hope you all are fine. So welcome to the part 3 video of the Numpy library. So today we'll just discuss all about that Numpy array indexing and slicing. So here only, so let start from the NumPy array index. What is the NumPy array indexing? So here generally NumPy array indexing is nothing but like you can say that it will be like we can just access the data. For example, first of all, let me import import the NumPy. So let me just import that libraries, and after that, then we will just say. So hence, I just imported that library, and first of all, let me just uh, create one list or create an array. So let the variables the s only, and s is equal to let 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5. So five of element are there. Okay, so five element are there. So now only what I have to do. So here the elements which are present inside the array or inside the list only. Okay, so here I have to access that element so that the output will become like, for example, I want to pick up that two. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is there. I want to pick up that three. How to access that data? How to access that two only? So here only we will just understand. So let us understand. So how to print out this one. So if I will just execute this one, then automatically the age will be printed. Yes or no? Automatically the age will be printed. See, so if I want to show like in the ND array, how to show the ND array? So let the A which is equal to np dot array of what? Array of es means I want to print that one of A's, and now if I will just print, then it will become. So as you know that in previous video, I want to check off like is it NDRA? So type of what? Type of A's only. So type of A's is the list because first one is the list. And if I will just check type of A, because inside the A I store that one. So this is nothing but the NumPy NDRA only. NumPy NDRA. So hence we already know so that the arrays index starting from the zero only, the array index starting from the zero only. For example, I want to just check that a of zero. A of zero means A is the array, A is the array, this is the array. So here there is a elements. I want to print that one only, one element one. So how to print? So let give the index number like zero. So now see the one is the answer. The one is the answer. Similarly, if I want to print like if I want to pick up like five, five means the index number will be zero, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if I will just write 4, then if I will execute it, then now 6. The output is the 5 only. So let's see next part. For example, it is the one of the implemented part. For example, if I will just write a of let a of 0 is a what? 1 only. Okay. So let me print again a. So now printed. So a of 0 is what? A of 0 is what? A of 0 is 1 only. So if I will just use one arithmetic operator plus, and now if I will just put like a of what? 3. 3 is what? Index number 3. So answer will become the 4 only. So if I will just print, it will the answer is what? 5. So why the answer is 5? For example, let me just give that in place of the 0, 1. So now 6. So why it's giving 6? So inside the inside this array, so there is a no element like 6. So why it's giving like 6? Because the point is what? Because the point is what? So first of all, he's just taking the array index number 1. 1 is the what? 2 only. So I just taken 2, and then next array of 3 index. 3 index is what? This part is the 3 index. So that means what? 4 plus 2 is nothing but the 6 only. So that's why 4 then plus sorry, 2 plus 4 is nothing but the 6 only. So that's why we just giving the output like this. For example, I can just take another example. So similarly a of 0 plus, so just tell me the answer. Just tell me the answer. A of 0 and a of what? A of let 2. A of 2. So what should the answer? Check me. So just solve it manually. Okay. So try to solve it manually. Automatically it will be do. Okay. So this is the for case of the what? 1D array. So let's do for the case of the 2D array. Let's do for the case of the 2D array. So we have to access that the data. We have to access the element for 2D arrays for 2D arrays. So now, for example, here only we have to access the data. How we will just access that one? Listen. For example, if I'm just giving one the list, the list will be like this. The list will be like this. Mm, for example, I can just create one array directly. Okay, create an array. So array array is equal to np dot numpy, sorry, np dot arrays, np dot array. Then inside the parenthesis, let me create one thing, and then one square bracket. Inside the square bracket, 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5, and then next comma. So inside again I will create one square bracket, then 6 comma 7 comma 8 comma 9 comma 10. Okay, so here I'm just glad each one. So I have to what? So let me execute this one. Yes. So now I have to access the what? Second, I have to access the letter. I have to access the second row, or else you can say the third element of this first row. Third element of the. For example, let if I will just print this one, then what will the output like this? This one is the first row, this one is the second row. Okay, so I have to access these three only. Okay, so in first row only. So how to access this one? So you can just write in systematically, you can just write in systematically. For example, print print so third element on first row, third element on first row only. So third element in first row only. So how to just write it? So here array of what? Array of let 0 comma 2. So array of 0 comma 2. See the answer. So here the error part is what? I just missed that one A. I just missed one that A. So now see that one. Now see that one. Okay, so that means we access the what? The third element in the first row only. So we access the third element in the first row only. So now I have to access, like for example I have to access the for example fourth element of the second row. So how to access that one? So let print then let fourth element let fourth element fourth element on second row. So how to just access it? How to just access it? So generally we will just write that slicing method. So that is what? So first of all I have to just write this one, and then which one? The fourth element, 1 2 3 and 4. So just write the 3 only and just see. So answer is what? 9 only. Answer is what? 9 only. So now we already know how to access the data, how to access the data in 1D, 2D array. So now, for example, let me just let me just access the element for 3D array. So here the access the element for the 3D array. So we will just access that one. So first of all, just create one array for the 3D one. So okay, array is equal to np dot array, then in brackets, square bracket, then again inside that square bracket I have to create 1 comma 2 comma 3, and then I have to just write what? I have to just write, for example, another square bracket I have to create 4 comma 5 comma 6, and then this one will be closed, and then again I will open it, and then next part is what? So it is created And next part is what? Next part is like you have to create next one thing. That part is like so here only I have to create. So it is closed. Okay. Yes. Now I have to create here what? So next one is like a 7 comma 8 comma 9, and then then 10 comma 11 comma 12. So here is the answer. So here this one is the thing. So first things I just store inside this, and second things to what? Second thing is the I just store this one like this. Okay, this one like this, and then next one is what? Next one is what? I will just store this part is stored inside this one. Okay, inside this, and let me just create one thing. So here only. So if I will just execute this part, it is executed. So now I have to access that data. How to just write? How to just write? So let me just print out that 3D array. So I just printed this 3D array. So this is this. All these are the 3D array. So how to access that data? So print what? Array of what? So array of 0, comma 1, comma 2. So now if I will just print it, now see. So what? 0, comma 1, comma 2. So start, stop, steps. So here is the answer. So this one is the 6 only. The answer is the 6 only. So similarly, you can just means do like for the, so this is the things only. So now you easily understand so how to access the data. How to access the data. For example, if I will just copy it, let me copy this one, and then let me execute here only. So let me at the place of the 0, so you can just take the 1 only and then execute it. Okay, so then execute it. So this is the 12 only. Okay, this part is printed. Okay, this part is printed. So like this, you can just access. So now let me just do. So all these things are what? These things I'm just taking the positive part, means I'm just doing the positive indexing. So let's do the negative indexings. So what are the negative? So some of the people, they are just confusing by hearing the name called the negative indexing. Negative indexing means what? The index number, if you will just start from here, the 0, 1, 2, like this comes. So if you want to just print this number into the reverse part, okay, so then the index number will be start from the negative, means negative 1 index number is the 3, negative 2 index number is the 2. Okay, so like this. So for example, let's do it. So let me just write one things. For example, let me just write one things. So that one is the array of. So let just print that 2D array. So where is the 2D array? This one. So let me just copy it and just paste it here only. So if I will just paste here and let me execute this part, and the array, the array, uh, then print this one. So now I have to just print. Now I have to just print what? Print the last element from the second second dimensions, you can say. Okay, so if I will just shape, for example, what my array. So my this list name, nd array name is the variable name is the array only. So array of what? 1 comma negative 1. See the answer. 1 comma negative 1. See the answer. So here I'm just by mistakenly forgot to give that a comma. So now see the answer is the what? 10 only. So here negative 1 is the 10 only. So if I will just give that, if I will just give that, for example, okay, so for example, if I'm just giving the 3 only, so now see the answer. So this is the 8. Means what? Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. So let me just write negative 4, negative 5. So I want to print the 6 only. So how to just write it? How to just write it? So just write that what? Simply you can just write the 4 only, or you can just write the 5 only. So now see the answer. So 6. So this is the things. So you have to just modify all these things. Okay. So I've just written here second and second. So you have to modify all these things. So because these all are the string only, so no need to just write. Means if you will by mistakenly just written here, so it will be not executed. It will be only show in the desktop part only. Okay. So this is all about what? This is all about that indexing part. So let's jump to that. Let's jump to part the slicing part. What is the slicing? So slicing here array slicing array slicing. So what is the array slicing? What is the array slicing? We have to understand. Okay, what is the array slicing? We have to understand. So it means what? So first point is what? So you already know that means like for example slicing in python. So what? So it python, so it will be taking elements. It will be taking elements from like a one given one given index to another another given part. Like for example, given index, you can say that given index only. And then next part is what? So let me just write the syntax only. So let me just write the syntax only. So here, so this part is the syntax. Let me just write it syntax part, and that syntax is nothing but like this. So it will become like this. So start, it will be start, and starting from the index number, then ending up the index number till what number you have to just print. You have to just write that one, stop, and then step. It's total how many steps you will be taking. It's the difference part you can say. Okay, step this one. Okay, so this one is the thing. So this is the basic things you have to understand, and then let me just write it. So let me just give the in like for example, I have to just give the example part. So let me just print this part only. Where is the things? Where is the things? Okay. So let me just copy it, and now here only I have to just write. Okay. For example, array is equal to np dot array np.array. So now if I will just print this part, so let me just use the slicing method. If I will just use a slicing method, so then it will be what? So array of like for example 1 is to 5. So let me just write 1 is to 5 or else 4. So it means what? 2, 3, 4. So starting from the 1, so it is the 0, and this is the 1, this is the 2, this is the 3, this is the 4, this is the 5. So that means what? 1 means 2, then 3, then 4. So 2, 3, 4 will be printed. Similarly, so if I want to just print what? If I want to print 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. So that means what? So I have to just write array of what? Array of like starting from 2 towards like 5. Okay, towards the 5. So that means 3, 4, 5 is printed. 3, 4, 5 is printed. So clear everyone. Okay, so good. So I can just write also like this. For example, I can just write like print array array. So let me just write the let 3. So if I will just write like this, so it will be automatically print. Means this part is nothing but if I will not give anything, so it will be say that, so it will be start from the index number 0 only. So that's why I just printed that what? So 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5. Clear? Okay, good. So now, so the last topic is what? Last topic is nothing but the what? The negative slicing part. Negative slicing part. This is the last topic of this video. So here the negative, negative slicing part. Negative slicing. So I will have to just print out. So negative slicing is what? Negative slicing is nothing but, for example, I have to just take that same example only. So just write like this. For example, let me print it. Sorry, copy it and then paste here, and then let me execute and array, and then just write like print of what? So let print of array. So let me just give the indexing number like starting from -3 to -1, and now see the answer. So 3 and 4. I'm just printed what? 3 and 4. Means starting from the -3, and it will be the what? -1 only. So for example, So this is the things only. This is the things only. For example, if I will just write like this, print array of what? Array of like 1 is to 5 is to 2. 5 is to 2. So that means what? That means what? For example, that means what? So it will be print 2 comma 4. 2 comma 4 means what? Starting from 1, and 1 means what? So index number is the 0, and then index number is 1, starting from 1, then till 5. So step is what? 2. Step is 2 means what? So 1, then 2, 1, 2, then it will be 4, then 1, there is a no 2 element. Okay, so that means what? So it is printed what? It will printed 2, 1, 4. Similarly, if I will just write, for example, let me just copy this one and then print here. Sorry, just got it, and then just copy this one and then print here, and then just write the 0 only here. If I will just write the 0 only, so then just see the answer. So this is the things only. So this is the things only. So how to just access the data means, like for example, I have to do. So this is the example for the 1D array. So you can just ask for the 2D array. So what should be the answer? So the answer is like this. So slicing for what? Slicing for 2D arrays only. 2D arrays only. So if I will do this one, so how to solve this one? So I have to just write one example. For example, where is this 2D array? 2D array, yes. So this one is the 2D array. So let me just copy it and then paste here, then paste here, and see the things. So if I will just print it, so array, so then see the answer. So this is the output. How to just access the data while using the slicing method? So here array, then what? Then 1 comma 1 is to 4, 1 comma 1 is to 4. Now see the answer. So 7, 8, 9, 1 comma 1 is to 4, 7 is to 9, 7 is to 9. For example, I can just write also like this. So you can just try by yourself while taking the max to max example. Okay, so see the answer. So this is the things. So I can just write all these things. For example, I can just write, for example, mm, uh, like 0 is to 1 comma, so let 2. So now see the answer. So if I will just take this one, for example, if I will just take, for example, at the place of the 1, if I will take this one, now see the answer. Similarly, if I will just take at the place of the 3, at the place of the 2, take the 3, and then what? Then 2. So now if I will execute say 4 comma 9. So this is the thing. So this is the things only. So hope you already understand. So how to access the data. So it is your work to use the 3D array for the slicing case. Okay. So this is for your homework. Okay. So just try it. So all these things are there. So I think I already covered each and everything. I already covered each and everything. So your work is what? Your work is like a, you have to practice lot of questions. Okay, so if you need the notes, then you can just join the group. So the group link is given in the description part, and that's all. So if you have any doubts, so you can just ask me here only, and that's all. Thank you. Bye bye. So